Good evening and welcome all to the Brisbane City Council meeting of December 14th, 2017. Thank you all for your patience. We had a brief meeting before this meeting. So we'll start out with a report out from our closed session meeting.
Mayor and Council, the Council had two matters on for closed session tonight. The Council gave direction with respect to the pending litigation with the SFPP versus City of Brisbane, and did not take any action or give any particular direction with respect to the other matter on the closed session.
Thank you. And we are going to move into our successor agency meeting. This is a brief meeting that occurs just before our regular meeting. We have a few items on the agenda tonight. So I'll start off by calling the meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Please note for the record that all board members are present.
Oral communications. This is a chance for people to give public comment on any items not on the agenda for the successor agency meeting. Is there anyone in the audience who'd like to give a public comment? Seeing no hands at this time, we'll move on to new business. Item A, consider adoption of the July 1st, 2018 through June 30th, 2019 recognized obligation payment schedule, ROPS.
Yes.
Staff report, please.
Yes. This is an item that the successor agency has been doing ever since the successor agency was formed in 2012. It allows the successor agency to pay off the bonds and any other expenditures that it needs to for the year. The items that are on the 2018 through 2019 ROPS is the payment for the 2013 tax allocation bonds that refinance the 2001 bonds, the 2005 lease revenue bonds that refinance the 1995 COPS, and repayment of 1986 TAB shortfall advance from the city. We also decreased the administrative costs that the city will be receiving from $54,000 to $40,000 because this is going to be the last ROPS we will need to do, and we only need to have one oversight board this year because after January the county is going to go to the county-wide board. So we anticipate we will not need as much need for oversight board council. So we reduced it by that cost.
Okay, thank you. Are there any questions?
Stuart,
Yes.
just one question. Sorry, but through all the ROPS that we had, did we lose anything? Did the Department of Finance say no? That's not.
Yes, there was a $4 million loan that that at the time the the low mod housing fund of the RDA had, and this was something I reported on at the last time we did the ROPS. Mm-hmm. That the Department of Finance removed that from the ROPS because when we did that originally, there was a date that we did not hit in order to allow that $4 million to be accepted. So it did not impact the city. What it affected is the new housing fund that we have for the city. Is that it has $4 million less than we would have anticipated at the close of the RDA. Okay. And no impact on the city itself.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
No.
Is there a motion?
Okay, motion to adopt July 1st, 2018 to June 30th, 2019 recognized obligation payment schedule.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
I'll second.
Is there a second?
I'll be the second.
Okay. Any opposed? Nope. The motion passes. Oh, sorry. Do we do all those in favor? Yes. Okay.
Aye.
Okay.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Moving on to item B. Consider adoption of resolution number SA 2017-02, adopting Brisbane's last and final recognized obligation payment schedule, ROPS, for July 1st, 2018 through June 30th, 2046. Staff report?
Okay.
Yes. So this is a follow-up to the last one we did. So this will be the last and final ROPS that you will need to do unless there needs to be a change in some point in the future. If interest rates go down and we can refinance our bonds for less. But I don't think that will be happening. So you're allowed to do a last and final ROPS if we receive a finding of completion which which the agency did receive back in March of 23rd of 2013. On this last and final ROPS, what you see is that we have payments going through 2029. It pays off, again, the 2013 bonds that I just talked about, the 2005 bonds, the repayment of the 1986 tab shortfall, and it also includes the repayment of the advance for the completion of the marina debt financing, which we haven't started paying back to the marina for yet. And then it also does, we assume a 3% growth for administrative costs in this last and final ROPS. The way that we are doing the payment for the completion of the marina debt financing is we were waiting until all of the, as we start paying off the bonds that were already existing, we would use the money that was saved from the paying off of those bonds to pay the marina debt financing, and that way we are not impacting any of the underlying taxing entities. They will still be receiving the growth that they would have anticipated. So it's not going to have an impact on any of the underlying taxing entities for that.
Thank you. Any questions?
Yes, I have a question. So this ROPS does not affect the remaining debt on the marina. The marina still will have debt on it that will be paid off through what year?
This doesn't affect, are you talking about the dredging?
No, not the dredging. The
Oh.
marina debt.
So this last and final ROPS pays off that original debt, and that is through 2026 or 25? 28? 28. So this last and final ROPS makes all the payments on that marina debt through 2028.
So then the marina is debt-free at that point? Except for the dredging debt?
Yes. And at the moment, the marina doesn't have the debt for the successor agency. I mean, it's being paid off by the successor agency. But there will be no bonds outstanding on anything for the marina when we make the final payment back to the city for the advance back in 2029.
Great, thank you.
Welcome.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I do have one quick
Okay.
question, Madam Mayor. So Stuart, there was a loan that the city had made, and it was recognized that it was a legitimate loan, and we'll be getting that back. That was for the marina, though, wasn't it?
Right. Well, that was, yes, and that's the one that's being paid off at the end as we pay off the other debt. We will get that money back through the successor agency. That's why we're extending out through 2029.
Got it. Okay, thank you for that clarification.
That was the 1764.
Any other questions?
No, I'd make a motion to adopt resolution number SA 2017-02, adopting Brisbane's last and final recognized obligation payment schedule for July 1st, 2018 through June 30th, 2046.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Moving on to item C, consider adoption of the successor agency minutes of April 27th, 2017.
Motion to approve minutes of April 27th, 2017.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And item D, receive investment report as of October 31st, 2017.
So moved?
Do we need a motion on that?
Do we need a motion on that?
We're receiving a
Attorney?
report.
No.
Any questions? Nope.
No question.
Okay, we will adjourn the successor agency meeting. Do we need a motion to adjourn?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the successor agency meeting is adjourned, and we now move on to the regular city council meeting.
Madam